Hello, wonderful learners. Imagine speaking a new language confidently in just 6 months, even if you're starting from scratch. Sounds like a dream, right? Many people think it is impossible. They feel stuck. They try to learn English, but they feel scared to speak. Their pronunciation is not clear. Their grammar has many mistakes. They feel lost. They think learning English must be very hard, very expensive, or only for smart people. But what if I told you that you can change this? What if I told you that I, a simple person who once could not speak English properly, learned to speak confidently in just 6 months? And you can do it too. This is not a magic trick. This is not a secret from a special book. It is a simple path, a path I walked myself. 6 months ago, my English was a big problem. I was afraid to talk. My words felt heavy. My mind went blank. I felt shy, scared of what people would think. But I decided I would not quit this time. I made a clear plan, a simple plan that anyone can follow. And that plan changed my life completely. No expensive classes, no special teachers from other countries, just a system and a lot of focus. Today, I want to share this exact system with you, step by step, the same way you can achieve fluency and confidence. So, if you want to speak English easily, if you want to open new doors in your life with language, then stay with me until the very end, because my story can become your story too. Why does learning English matter so much? It is more than just words. It is a bridge to new friendships, new jobs, new knowledge. English connects you to the world. It gives you a voice in many places. It helps you understand different cultures, different ideas. When you speak English, you can travel freely, talk to people from all countries, and learn from anyone. It gives you strength inside. It makes you feel brave. It shows you that you can achieve big things. This journey is not just about learning a language. It is about personal growth. It is about becoming a stronger, more confident version of yourself. It is about unlocking your full potential. Imagine having the power to express your thoughts, your dreams, your feelings to millions of people. This is the power English gives you. It is a tool for life, and you deserve to have this tool. Learning English is like building a strong, beautiful house. You cannot build the roof first. You cannot just put up walls without a solid base. Every part has its time and its place. And just like building a house, you need the right steps, the right order. Let me show you how to build your English house step by step from the ground up in just 6 months. When I started my journey, I did not focus on grammar rules. I did not worry about speaking perfectly from day one. I focused on one thing: understanding English. Think about a baby. A baby listens for a long time
before speaking its first word. Its brain learns the sounds, the rhythm, the patterns of its language. We need to do the same with English. For the first 2 months, I made a very strong rule for myself. I must listen to English every single day. Not for 1 hour, not for 30 minutes, but for as long as possible. While I was eating, while I was walking, even before sleeping. This was like laying a deep, strong foundation for my English house. Without this foundation, everything else would be weak. I started with very easy English content. Simple podcasts, YouTube channels for learners, and cartoons or movies with clear English. At first, I understood only a few words, maybe only 10% or 20%. It felt hard, but I did not stop. I kept listening. I kept training my brain to hear English. Every day, I told myself, don't translate in your head. Just listen. Just feel the words. Let the sound enter your mind. It was like watering a small plant every day, waiting for it to grow. And slowly, something truly amazing happened. My brain started to recognize patterns, like seeing small shapes in a big picture. I began to understand small sentences without having to think hard. I started enjoying the sound of English, its rhythm, its music. That's when I knew my foundation was getting strong. My brain was getting used to English. This is crucial. Before you can speak clearly, you must understand clearly. Listening is the first most important key. Listen to what you enjoy. Listen a lot. Make listening your best friend for the first 2 months. This prepares your brain for everything else that comes next. It builds the solid ground for your English house.
After building a good listening foundation, it was time to gather our building materials, words and sentences. This is like collecting good bricks and wood for our house. But I did not use boring grammar books. I made it fun. I combined reading with listening. This is a very powerful secret. When you read and listen at the same time, your progress becomes 3 times faster. I started watching English shows or videos with English subtitles. I listened to the words and I read them at the same time. This helped me learn pronunciation, how words are spelt, and how sentences are built, all at once. My brain connected the sound with the written form. It was like magic. I also read easy English stories, short articles, and even motivational quotes in English. I read things I liked, things that interested me. This made learning enjoyable, not a chore. And then I created my English notebook. This notebook became my special tool. In it, I wrote every new word I heard or read. But I did not just write the word,
This is the important part. I made my own example sentence for each new word. For example, if I learned the word confident, I would write, I am becoming more confident in speaking English. Or if I learned opportunity, I would write, English gives me many new opportunities. By doing this, I did not just memorize words, I learned how to use them in real sentences. My notebook became my English diary. It was filled with my own thoughts, my own language examples. This small practice changed everything for my vocabulary. It gave me the bricks I needed to build my English house. Every new word was a new brick. Every example sentence was a small part of the wall. Keep collecting your materials. Keep reading what you enjoy. Keep making your own example sentences. This is how you build a rich vocabulary that you can actually use.
After 2 months of intense listening and reading, I could understand English well. My brain understood patterns. My vocabulary was growing. But there was still a big problem. I still could not speak. My mind went blank. My tongue felt heavy. I was scared of making mistakes, scared of what people might think. This is a common feeling, like having all the materials for a house but not knowing how to put them together. One night, I looked in the mirror and said, if you don't start speaking today, you will never speak tomorrow. That night was a turning point. It was time to start building the frame of my English house. I started a new rule. Speak English every single day, no matter what. At first, it felt strange because there was no one to talk to. So I became my own speaking partner. I stood in front of the mirror and started talking to myself in English. Simple sentences at first, like, my name is Zain. I am from Pakistan. Today I feel happy. Then, slowly, I started to expand. I talked about my day, my dreams, my goals. Sometimes I imagined I was talking to a foreign friend. Sometimes I imagined talking to a big audience. The mirror became my stage. My own voice became my teacher. This practice made my tongue feel lighter. My words started coming out more easily.
Then I discovered a powerful technique called shadowing. Shadowing is like being an echo. You play an English video, maybe from a podcast, a speech, or a movie, and you repeat exactly what you hear, word by word, sentence by sentence, almost at the same time as the speaker. It was hard at first, but shadowing taught me pronunciation, the correct tone, and the natural rhythm of English. It felt like training my tongue and brain together, like a musician practicing an instrument. I shadowed English for 20 minutes every morning and 20 minutes before sleeping. And within a few weeks, my accents started sounding more natural. My speaking speed improved without me even realizing it. This daily speaking, even to myself, was the strongest frame I could build for my English house. It gave structure to all the words and understanding I had built. You must speak every day. Start small, speak to yourself, then use shadowing. This is how you make your English truly alive. Speaking English is not only about words. It is also about confidence. It is about being brave. Many people stop here because they are afraid of making mistakes. They fear sounding silly. This fear is like a strong wind that can shake your English house. You need to reinforce your structure against this wind.
With this new mindset, I started speaking English with my friends, even if they sometimes laughed. I started commenting in English on YouTube videos. I joined online communities where people practice English, like language exchange apps or Facebook groups for learners. And guess what? People did not laugh. They appreciated my effort. They helped me. They corrected me kindly, like a good friend showing you a better way. That's when I learned the biggest truth. People don't judge you when you try. They respect you for trying. They see your effort and they want to help you. My English house became much stronger when I stopped being afraid of the wind. By the end of the 4th month, I was speaking English every single day, not perfectly, but confidently. I started thinking in English, dreaming in English, and even arguing in English inside my head. English was no longer just a school subject for me. It had become my second voice, my second mind. And the best part, I started loving the process. Speaking English no longer felt like a task. It became fun. When you reach this level, when you stop counting days and start enjoying learning, that's when real transformation begins. This step of overcoming fear is crucial. It is like putting strong, invisible beams in your house. It makes your whole English structure stable and ready for anything. Embrace mistakes as steps to success. This is how you build real confidence. By the 5th month, something powerful had started inside me. I was no longer learning English. I was living it. I could understand YouTube videos without subtitles. I could read English articles and actually enjoy them. I could speak without feeling nervous. My English house was built. But I knew real fluency begins outside the comfort zone. It was time to furnish my house and truly live in it. This means taking your English into the real world. I joined online communities where people talk in English. Simple places like language exchange apps or English practice servers. The first time I spoke with a native English speaker, my hands were shaking. I was scared. But then something magical happened. They understood me. They smiled and they said, "Wow, your English is good." That one compliment gave me a new kind of confidence. I realized that people don't care about your accent or perfect grammar as much as they care about your message, your energy, your attitude. Every day I started speaking to someone new online. Sometimes I helped beginners from other countries. Sometimes I talked to people who were better than me, just to challenge myself. When I didn't understand something, I didn't panic. I just said, "Can you please repeat that?" Or, "Sorry, I'm still learning." And guess what? No one ever made fun of me. Instead, they encouraged me even more. That's when I understood a beautiful truth. English connects hearts
before it connects words. Then I changed my environment completely. I made my phone language English. I started writing all my thoughts, plans, and goals in English. I even began journaling daily, just 1 page a day. In that journal, I wrote about everything: what I learned, what I felt, what I dreamed. It was not perfect English, but it was my real expression, and that's what made me grow faster than ever. This is like furnishing your English house, making it comfortable, making it truly yours. When you live in your English house, it becomes a part of you.
By the end of the 6th month, I looked back and I couldn't believe how far I had come. 6 months ago, I was afraid to say even one full sentence. Now I could talk for hours confidently. 6 months ago, I didn't understand what people said in English movies. Now I could enjoy them without subtitles. 6 months ago, English felt like a wall between me and the world. Now it had become my bridge to connect with people everywhere. And that's when I realized something deep. Learning English is not just about grammar or accent. It's about belief. Belief that you can grow. Belief that you can change. Belief that you can become the person you dream to be. Because when you learn English, you don't just learn a language. You unlock opportunities. You build confidence. And you discover a new version of yourself. 6 months. It sounds like a short time, but for me, those 6 months changed my life completely. I learned discipline, I learned patience, and most of all, I learned that anything is possible when you truly want it from your heart. I am not a native speaker. I did not grow up in an English-speaking country. I had no special teacher, no expensive classes, no perfect environment. All I had was a dream to speak English confidently, a dream to express myself to the world. And that dream gave me energy every single day, even when I was tired, even when no one believed in me, even when my progress felt slow. There were days when I wanted to quit, days when I thought, this is too hard. But I reminded myself, every expert was once a beginner, and if they can do it, why can't I? So I kept going. I kept listening, reading, speaking, and believing. And today, when I look back, I feel proud. Not because my English is perfect, but because I never gave up. Now, my friend, it's your turn. Maybe you're sitting there thinking your English is too weak. Maybe you've tried before and failed. Maybe people made fun of your accent. But listen to me. You are not too late. You are not too old. You are not less capable. You just need one decision, one small decision to start and not stop. Because the next 6 months of your life
can completely change your story, if you're ready to believe. If you want to learn English like I did, then stop waiting for the perfect moment. Start with what you have. Start today. Start now. Listen every day. Read what you love. Speak even if you're alone. Write even if you make mistakes. And believe even when you fail. Because English is not about perfection. It's about progress. And progress is built one step at a time.
If you found this useful, subscribe to White Eagle for more. If you believe in growth and want more simple methods, daily tips and motivational lessons to help you speak English fluently, step by step, then please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell icon so you don't miss our next video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for believing. And always remember, the best investment you'll ever make is in yourself.